Hi everyone, I'm Leslie. Welcome to my channel. This was my inspiration I found on Pinterest for a makeover on a little cherub planner I had thrifted a long time ago, and I painted it with these colors. This was before I had Dixie Belle patina paints. So I did this color and I wasn't happy with it, and I set it up on a shelf and it's been sitting there for over a year. So once I saw that on Pinterest, I thought that's what I'm going to do. So join me as I make over this little cherub planner. Now this little yellow planner I also picked up thrifting, and it's been sitting in my stash. I'm going to do the same thing with it. Now what I want to do different with this one is I want to make two of these little crowns, one for each cherub head. Here's an example of a wire crown I made. Let me know in the comments if you think that would look good. We'll see. It's worth a try. All right, first thing I need to decide is how I'm going to arrange my castings. I don't really have a plan at this point. I'm just going to start making molds and see what I come up with. We have the IOD Felicity mold, and we also have the Classic Elements mold. I'm just going to start making castings and see what I can come up with. I'll be using cornstarch to dust the mold so it's easier release, and I'll be using Titebond Quick and Thick as my glue. The Felicity mold is deeper and thicker, and you want to be sure you dust it because they're a little bit harder to get out of the mold, but they are absolutely gorgeous. I love this mold. I knew I just wanted some kind of design over each of the three cherubs. So I'm going to take my DOS air dry clay and begin making molds. All right, I just kept working with it. I wasn't going to make y'all sit through that. But this is the design I came up with. And I cast enough to complete the other two cherubs. There's a total of 3 cherubs on this planner. So I'm going to go around and get all these glued in place. Y'all, that Felicity mold is just stunning. I can see myself using this a whole lot in the future. I had got up for a few minutes after I had everything glued in place, and they were sticking good, so I thought, okay. I come back in, I had one or two pieces that fell off. So I had to put them back in place and tape them down. I knew better. Always tape your molds down till they dry. Y'all, for some reason, the Classic Elements mold, the little beaded trim, I don't know what I did, but I can't find the footage on making that and taping it down. But y'all know how to do molds, so I'm not going to worry about that part. So anyway, here I took DIY clay-based paint in the color Tarnished Pearl. That was the best color that for a statue. I knew I didn't want it stark white, and this color is absolutely perfect for a statue look. At first with this color, it looks like it's not going to get good coverage, but just give it a chance, let it dry, and it dries really good. Now I did end up putting 2 coats. Right here, I'm at the very bottom of this little jar of Tarnished Pearl, so you can absolutely spray a little bit of water in there and mix it up. That helps it go on smooth. Once I had my 2 coats of Tarnished Pearl, I let it dry really well. Now I'm going to seal it with my Minwax polyacrylic. It's a water-based sealer. With DIY clay-based paint, when you apply a sealer, whether it's like polyacrylic or whether it's a wax, it leaves the paint looking like it's going to have streaks in it, but just trust the process. It will dry perfectly fine. Once the 2 coats of my sealer have dried, I'm going to take Waverly chalk paint in the color moss, and I'm going to kind of dry brush in areas where I think moss would be growing. I just want to add right here that if you take a wet wipe and kind of dab and blot, it helps as far as getting rid of any brush strokes. The paint looks really great, and I wanted to take it a step further. I wanted it to really have like little moss pieces on it. So this, I've never done this before, never tried this. So at the bottom of the bag, I took the loose pieces of moss, and I'm going to take Elmer's glue, and I'm going to try to make a mixture and paint on some actual moss pieces. I just worked with it till I got a mixture that was enough glue to where it would stick, but it wasn't an overly amount of glue, if that makes sense. Here I just kind of wipe it on the napkin to see if it's going to be the right consistency. Here I'm just going to take a little paintbrush and start just applying it in areas like in crevices where you think moss would be growing. Once I was happy with the placement of the moss, I took out my heat gun and gave it a good dry. And I even kind of picked off pieces that I thought it was too much in some areas. I just made adjustments until I was happy with the way it looked. Just use your artistic discretion on how you do this. I have had several people ask me if I sell my items, and I do. I sell locally, but I don't have a website. So, what I decided to do for now is I'm going to restart up my eBay seller page, and I will be listing my items on there. So you can check it out, and if you're interested, I'll be doing buy it now or auction. So check it out under Ladette Designs. I'll try to link the eBay page in the descriptions. So once again, thank you all for being here. And to all my new and old subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a blessed week.